a new one.
Yeah.
He says I just need a little faith. As if faith can be found floating in a jar on the corner store counter, wearing a little round sticker that reads 25 cents each. The fact is that faith is more like trying to catch the wind in a butterfly net, both frivolous and futile. My faith is more like that ornate Easter Sunday princess dress that I grew out of in the first grade. That monster under the bed that I relegated to myth at age 9. That cute boy next door that I had a crush on for 2 years, who turned out to be my first rapist. The man I vowed to spend the rest of my life with, now in love with another woman. The child that I can't afford to keep, but can't bear to give up. For me, faith is nothing more than a series of painful disappointments for which I have found no cure, but refuse to quit trying. Like a mad scientist, I experiment trying to forget her, but chemically induced highs are only followed by deeper valleys, and the revolving door on my bedroom only leaves me alone with her disapproving glare, and suicide is both selfish and cliched. Still, on those mornings when I lie awake in bed, somewhere in that state of mind between twilight and dawn, she creeps into the spaces created by my escaping tears. And a force less tenuous than faith opens my eyes. Hope lifts me out of bed, whispering in my ears promises that as long as I continue to breathe, she will be there to remind me that although it is possible, and at times even probable, that today may hold another painful disappointment, devastating disaster, or unimagined sorrow, it is just as possible that today may hold some unexpected joy, some unimaginable beauty, some worthwhile experience that I will only know if I choose to live. So I will live with the audacity of a toddler taking her first steps. I will live as if each breath is a gift granted. I will live as if my late father stands ready in heaven with his belt in hand if I dare join him too soon. I will live because I believe that although none of us can earn it, each of us deserves a life full of hope. So I will live. Okay, the last poem, thank you, Kevin, you're so sweet. The last poem is about a topic that's really near and dear to my heart. So I'm gonna just share it with you. I am in need of a rebirth, in need of a rebirth, in need of a rebirth. She stares off with a glossy, dazed look in her eyes, worn down by too many years of asking why. Why does she feel neglected and unwanted by her own people, rejected and unwelcomed even beneath the steeples of the churches that clutter her land, claiming to offer a helping hand while exchanging soup for the value of her soul? But she remembers the days of old when she was dressed in gowns of ivory, diamonds and gold. She's now naked, stripped of her wealth, plagued by her failing health, and can't help but wonder if the Creator is punishing her for her sins. You see, while she was still rich, she sold off her own children to strange men from a distant land to which she had never been, dooming them to be enslaved and broken. And now these same unloved children look upon her in her disgrace and practically spit in her face, many of them in a position to help stand idly by, watching her die, deafening their ears to her cries as she wants to deafen her ears to their tears. And so this cycle of indifference circles the globe, plaguing her people like Job. But it must stop somewhere. So let's stop it here. My fellow children, our mother is crying. She is slowly and steadily dying. We must absolve her of the role she played in our degradation. If we wish to save her from this desecration, we must forgive her and teach her to forgive herself. We must love her and teach her to love herself in order to love ourselves. We must help her overcome the aftermath of colonization, free her mind from the bondage of false ethnic separations, and fill ourselves with a global patriotism as if the whole earth were one nation. Because she is the origin of all people, black, white, red, yellow. We were all born of her, and now she needs us to carry her to term, endure the labor pains, and push her to a rebirth. Children of Africa, our mother needs us now. The land once red with the blood of the slaughtered, the exploited and the ill. She cries diamonds, coughs coal, and bleeds oil. Yet she is destitute, living like a prostitute, hooked on self-hate, heroin, leading people who do not realize that they are all her children to murder one another in genocidal killings. We must help Mother Africa reunite her divisions, overthrow those oppressing her, boycott those exploiting her. We must stop disappointing her. Children of Africa, our mother is weeping. It is time to stop sleeping. We must not let her die. We must rally to her side, remind her of her pride, send out our war cry as one worldwide tribe. Unite.
Beautiful.
Typically we say 1, 2, 3, that's what's up, but we're gonna say flow diva flow. Got it?
Right.
On the count of 3, what you wanna say? Flow diva flow. Girl, that was dope shit there. That was beautiful.